Remember one thing, stress is an inevitable part of life. It is a package deal. Project comes with stress. Money earning comes with stress. Any relationship starts, there is a seed of stress in it. वो अब कब बाहर आएगा वो पता नहीं है लेकिन आता है. So work, money or relationship, anything, it has a seed of stress in it, accept it. Do you agree with me? At some or the other point in life, it sprouts out. So first, it is an inevitable part of life. But to manage it is a compulsory part of your life. You have to manage stress. There can never ever a stress-free life for anybody upon this earth, any living existence upon this earth. There is a proverb in the East African jungles that every morning when the sun rises, the slowest gazelle, that is the deer, has to run minimum faster than the fastest lion to see the evening. And the slowest lion has to run minimum faster than the slowest deer to see the evening. वरना वो भूखा मर जाएगा. What is the teaching behind this saying? So whether you are the lion or the deer, when the morning rises, you have to run. And every run has stress included in it. So when it comes to stress management, my first point today is stress is an inevitable part of life. Accept it. Nothing comes to you without stress. Acceptance will create a position for you to judge it well, deal with it well, and find a good end result. Because failure is part of life, setback is part of life, fall is also a part of life. Do you agree with me or not? When Sachin Tendulkar started his international innings, at a very tender age of 16, his first international test match against Pakistan at Karachi, and he was facing the likes of Imran Khan, Wasim Akram, Waqar Yunus, that quality international pace, bowling at 90-95 miles per hour. And their pace and swing beat him n number of times. So he was puzzled as a teenager at the age of 16 going into the international arena. He got out on 15, walked back to the pavilion, and the thought in his mind was, this is my first and last international appearance. I cannot face this pace, this quickies and their swings. This is not my cup of tea. मुंबई में खेल लेंगे, जिंदगी पूरी हो जाएगी. सचिन के मन में ये विचार आ गए थे. When he came back to the dressing room, straight away went into the washing room. He almost cried in front of the mirror. Ravi Shastri, the coach, came to know from his facial expressions and body language that he is experiencing severe stress. When Sachin came out of the washing room, right away on the doorstep, Ravi Shastri was waiting for him and said, "What's the problem?" He said, "I don't want to play international cricket. This is not my cup of tea." Ravi Shastri sat with him and said, "Now remember how to remain stress-free." Ravi Shastri told Sachin Tendulkar that you were playing like a schoolboy. This is an international match. A schoolboy wants to hit a shot every ball. Here you are facing international quickies of the class of Wasim Akram, Waqar Yunus, and this class, Imran Khan. You have to respect their ability. You have to respect their quality. Some balls you have to leave, some balls you have to defend. You are playing like a schoolboy wanting to hit a four every ball. How can that happen in international match? First teaching. Second teaching Ravi Shastri told Sachin Tendulkar, that first 30 minutes, you just set your eyes on the field, get the proper judgment of the line and length of the bowlers, get the atmosphere in your mind, and don't look at the scoreboard for the first 30 minutes. Second teaching by Ravi Shastri. These two teachings helped Sachin cool down a bit, and in the second test at Faisalabad, first 30 minutes he stuck around on the pitch, didn't look at the scoreboard, and he hit a wonderful half century, 59, and that started a great career that would go on for 200 tests and 100 international tons. This is the teaching for everybody of us. We start a new factory, packaging industry. We start a new manufacturing unit, and you want to score at every ball. Right or wrong? Every client that comes up to you, you feel that he is my decorated client and is going to give me big business. Expectation is good. Working on that expectation is good. Treating the client with that attitude is good. But when the end result does not come, remember these words of Ravi Shastri to Sachin Tendulkar, that you can't score a 4 every ball. Forget a 4, not even score any every ball. Right or wrong? That means you can't score with every client. Then you will be able to handle stress. And second, just stick around. Don't look at the scoreboard for the first half an hour. In the same way, when you start a new manufacturing unit, or a new business, or a new venture, or a new part of your business, first aim should be stick around. And that Corona has taught us well how to stick around. Stick around even if the scoreboard doesn't tick in the first half an hour. Maybe for a few months at the start of your business, you may probably not get business. But that does not mean that you lose patience. Otherwise, the moment you lose patience, you invite stress with all your doors open. Two wonderful golden advices that we got from this. And that created the god of cricket. So even of the caliber of Sachin Tendulkar, who was a God-gifted batsman, highly talented batsman, for him, Waqar Yunus used to say that I'm confident that Sachin can hit an 85-mile delivery to a leg glance with a walking stick. Forget a cricket bat. With a walking stick, he can hit a leg glance. He was so perfect in that shot. Even for a batsman of that caliber, respecting the circumstances and keeping patience is necessary. This is the first important lesson of managing stress for success. Respecting the circumstances and keeping patience. Success is not overnight. The journey to the top of the Everest starts with one first small step outside your house. Yes or no? You can't land with a chopper on the top of the Everest and have your photograph printed on the first page of any newspaper. You have to go from the base camp. Story to success is from the base camp. It is not an overnight success. Do you agree with me or not? Just raise your hands if you agree. Success is not an overnight story. Never ever. It is always one step at a time. The story of success never goes with the elevator. It is always a staircase. Accept it. These are the golden advices when you want to manage stress. I come from the BAPS Swaminarayan Sanstha, which is one of the largest NGOs of the world. We have got a permanent seat in the United Nations as an NGO. How many of you have been to Akshardham at Delhi or Gandhinagar? Just raise your hands if you've been to Akshardham. Like most of you, I come from that organization. Our Guruji Pramukh Swami Maharaj, whose centenary celebrations we are celebrating, He created this institute to this level. In a span of 45 years from 1971 to 2016, he created 1,300 institutions, hospitals, hostels, schools, colleges, Sanskar Kendras, community centers, mandirs and Akshardhams. That means every 15th day for 45 years, he set up a unit in your language. If somebody in your industry sets up a new manufacturing unit every 15th day for 45 years, fable, fairy tale story, isn't it? Pramukh Swami Maharaj did it. He initiated 1200 saints like us. More than 750 of them are graduates, postgraduates, chartered accountants, doctors and engineers. Out of them, more than 150 are born American and British citizens. More than 50 of them have graduated from institutes like Stanford, Harvard, Carnegie Mellon. ये तो मैंने आपको इसलिए कहा कि आपको ये नहीं लगना चाहिए कि कुछ जमा नहीं, कुछ ठीक नहीं चला होगा, इसलिए यहाँ गए। हाँ, ज्यादातर लोग संत को देखते हैं तो यही सोचते हैं कि कुछ जमा नहीं होगा, ठीक नहीं चला होगा, कुछ चला नहीं होगा संसार में, इसलिए ये पहन के बैठ गए। BAPS is a different organization. And just recently, about 10 days back, our Guruji Mahant Swami Maharaj initiated 109 youths into sainthood. All of them are graduates, postgraduates, and such professionals.